Hi, this is John Huddleston with Precision Tree Experts. Today we're going to talk about dwarf mistletoe. Dwarf mistletoe, there's a lot of different species of dwarf mistletoe. This particular species is infesting these pines here. So there's a lot of different conceptions about mistletoe. A lot of people know of the broadleaf mistletoe around Christmas time. You know, you kiss people underneath it. This is a slightly different type of plant. Mistletoes are parasitic plants. They're not fungus. They're not a disease. They're not anything else. They're a parasitic plant. And the way that this particular mistletoe propagates is these little swollen berries right here. They're going to fill with so much pressure that they're going to explode. And inside of them, there's a bunch of little seeds. So this is an example right here of some stalks that have already blown up their little seeds here. These are those here. And then if you look at these needles here, if you look at all these needles here, all these little sticky things that are stuck to those needles all over the place, and some of them are stuck to the branches here. Those are the mistletoe seeds. So that's where they've exploded from somewhere else and shot over and landed on these things. Now these little guys fill with so much pressure that they can actually explode up to 40 feet laterally, 40 feet to the side. So that makes this particular issue hard to control, because you know you get it all out of your neighbor's or your trees, but then your neighbor's trees are within 40 feet, so they can still reinfect your trees. Real pain in the butt, this stuff is. The main impact that it has on tree health is it's a parasite. So it gets in there, it's stealing water, it's stealing nutrients from the immediate branch that it's connected to. But a bigger problem is the annual overlapping of the mistletoe hosteria, which are roots, and the tree fiber itself. So the seed is gonna explode off the little guy here. It's gonna land on the stem, not just where these ones are basically. It's gonna land right there. And then once it traps a little bit of moisture, that seed's going to germinate and it's going to put out little mistletoe roots. The mistletoe roots are going to travel along the phloem and the xylem just at the very, very top underneath the bark. They're going to travel laterally along like that. And it's that annual overlapping of one tissue over the other that creates weak spots in the bigger branches. It's kind of like a tumor. And then those weak spots, after not having continuous wood fiber, they'll break. And then the biggest problem with this is if you have real big branches that are infested with mistletoe over your house or over your parking spot or something like that, or in a high value tree, you don't want that tree to start falling apart. So that's it. That's my little spiel on dwarf mistletoe. We'll see you next time.